Hello and welcome to Postcard and a Pint. I'm Rachel.
And I'm Wills.
And today we're at Jodrell Bank.
Where?
We're at Jodrell Bank. Cool.
Is it?
How do I do this then? Oh yeah.
Yeah, nice car park, but what is it?
After a very interesting road to get here, we'll show you now, we've arrived at Jodrell Bank. We're really excited, not done anything like this before. Let's go take a look. It was really reasonably priced. £12 each, and that's an annual ticket. £4 to park. Let's check it out.
Okay, let's clear a few things up. Jodrell Bank is a world-leading deep space radio observatory and home to the massive Lovell Radio Telescope. It's situated in Cheshire in England, and this year its incredible new First Light Pavilion was officially opened. Let's take a look. Is that it? It's looking a bit Tubbytronic to me.
We're going to go into the First Light Pavilion. Does look a little bit like the Teletubbies house, but let's go and see what's in there.
Okay, it's looking a bit Teletubbies inside too. But of course, it's much cleverer than that. This building has depth and meaning, much more than that of Lala and Friends. It's circular, which is the best shape for watching the skies. It continues a tradition of ancient circular structures around the world, which have been linked to watching the skies for thousands of years. This building is also aligned to the movement of the sun. No, not the sun, baby, the sun, and has an internal sundial. Yeah, that's cool, but not completely useful in Cheshire. Still looking a bit Teletubbies. This is interesting though. The diameter of the structure is the same as the Lovell Telescope, 76 metres. That's pretty impressive. Now let's explore this pavilion. I have no idea. Dipsy and Poe are more my level. Right, educate me. What is radio astronomy? I still don't know. How is it that we can call this really enormous aerial a radio telescope? Not a clue. For thousands of years, humans have looked up at the skies. I can do that bit. Our eyes show us what they can. We have always built things that mark the movement of the sun, the moon, and the stars. I get this. Think of the Mayans with their temples, Stonehenge and places like Machu Picchu, all tracking the solstices and equinoxes. Okay, I get this too. There are more colours that are invisible to the human eye. Beyond violet, bees see ultraviolet. Beyond red, snakes see infrared. This stretches beyond to X-rays and gamma rays, and these invisible colours tell us more about the universe. In 1572, an exploding star so bright that it could be seen in the daytime was spotted by Danish astronomer Tycho Brahe. But it quickly faded from view and was consigned to the history books. But almost 400 years later, astronomers at Jodrell Bank detected faint radio signals from the remnants of the explosion far out in space. Now, with modern technology, astronomers can make detailed images of the expanding fragments of this exploded star using visible light, radio waves, and even X-rays. Every colour of this invisible rainbow is used to get a more complete picture of the universe. Jodrell Bank pioneered the creation of a new science, radio astronomy. I think I'm still with you. Who am I kidding? I think I need to ask these kids what's going on. Right, the history of Jodrell Bank. I can do that one. Jodrell Bank was established in 1945 by Bernard Lovell to investigate the cosmic rays after his work on radar in the Second World War. Lovell built a fixed radio telescope here, but soon realised he needed a much bigger one that could point in any direction, so he set about building it. Despite soaring costs, strikes and bureaucratic delays, the telescope eventually went into operation in 1957 and has been used ever since. There he is, Bernard Lovell. Clever sausage. There were loads of interactive displays and you can design your own telescope, but by this point we'd lost the plot. Wills needed to empty his Tinky Winky and I just needed a Poe. But meteorites, we understand them. Bits of rock that burn through the atmosphere and fall from the sky. Nice rock. I reckon that's some snake eyes. Infrared. That's a pretty blob and I've no idea who they are. Oh yes I do, it's the Doctor.
Who?
Yes, that's right. Tom Baker's becoming Peter Davidson, and when they remastered this old episode, they actually filmed here. Right, time to replenish the brain cells. And if you keep eating like that, you could become the 5th and 6th members of the Teletubbies. There's that incredibly useful Cheshire sundial in the flesh. Sadly, it needs sun to tell the time, so it's only accurate about 3 days a year. Thanks, New Light Pavilion. See you later. Over the hills and far away, Rach and Wills come out to play. Right, enough of the Teletubby gags. Let's get on to what everyone wants to see, the massive, massive radio telescope. Right, Rach, do you now feel suitably enlightened and educated?
OK, who feels bad now about calling it a Teletubby house? That was probably one of the best immersive experiences, museums, history telling. There's so much you can do, you can interact, you can build things. It was really cool. It wasn't like a Teletubby house, it's actually based on a sundial. I'm now educated. Let's carry on to some big radio telescopes.
You bloody liar, you're still as thick as when you arrived. This made us laugh though. You can tell schools make trips here often, and more than one kid has taken a dip in there. There's lots of places to eat your packed lunch once you've had an illegal swim and earned a lifetime of detentions. OK, that is absolutely massive and very, very impressive. That's Nicholas Copernicus, a Renaissance astronomer who formulated a model of the universe, placing the sun at the centre rather than the Earth. He'd have loved it here. On to the whispering dishes. Explain those, sound engineer Wills.
Behind me are the parabolic whispering dishes. Now they're really cool. And what you can do is have a look at the little round thing. You speak down there, and the one on the far side, you can hear it crystal clear as a bell. And it's all to do with the parabolic shape and the reflections. I won't bore you with that now, but it's very cool.
And how will you honour this incredible piece of science, Wills?
Right, Wills is at the other end of this. What could he possibly say?
I do apologise for him. Tell us what you know about the Lovell Telescope instead then, Wills.
Look at the size of this thing. It's huge.
World beating. If you want something doing. On October the 4th, 1957, the USSR launched Sputnik 1, the world's first artificial satellite. The satellite was easily tracked as it carried a transmitter that sent out a regular ping. The carrier rocket itself, however, was a different matter. The only place in the world that would be capable of tracking it with radar was the nearly complete Lovell Telescope at Jodrell Bank. Jodrell Bank was suddenly world famous. Then we found some games to play. This one was about gravity and speed. This one was about weight placement and speed. And this one had something to do with Jupiter, I think. As you can tell, scientists we are not. Children we are. The whole site is really well laid out and there's plenty to see and do. And that's where 4B probably have their lunch. This is the Discovery Centre, the predecessor of the New Light Pavilion. Here you can get a printout of the latest data from the Lovell Telescope. Go on then, I can't resist a button. There you are, our own little bit of space. No idea what it says, but check out the date, that was our last day off. There were lots of things to play with in here. Things you could flip up and down a bit. Spin about a bit. I'd like to say that this shows the gravitational pull of a black hole, but I don't really know. This is what Wills looks like when he's overdosed on Ready Brek. Attractive. Ooh, Rach has had a bowl now too. Wills has one of these in his studio. I believe it's called a plasma globe. They have something to do with gases and high voltage electrodes. This had something to do with sound frequencies. Wills understood this one. I didn't. By now, my poor little all-singing and dancing brain was suitably fried. Right, let's experience a Big Bang. No, not that. That! Feeling suitably reborn, we made our way back to the First Light Pavilion. This exhibition was amazing. The Astronomy Photographer of the Year winners. We spent a lot of time looking at these incredible photographs and would have had any of these on our wall at home. Guess Will's favourite. We'd booked to see the dome show in the First Light Pavilion. We'll leave here educated if it kills us. So how was it, Rach?
We've just come out of the Night Sky Planetarium show and it was really cool. Other planetariums we've been to in the past, it's always click a button, it's the sound, it's the voiceover, but a girl actually did this one live. She took questions, she explained things. I learnt a lot about the solar system, the planets and the difference between different types of stars, how hot they are. It was really educational and I really liked it. What did you think, Wills?
I don't know, I was asleep for most of it. No, only joking, but my narcolepsy was kicking in. No, it was good. She spoke for about 40 minutes. Very knowledgeable. It was quite a lot to take in, but kids were, I think, understanding it more than I was. But no, really enjoyable. But I think we're going to go home, we're going to have a pint and have a chat about the day. See you there.
But first, Wills wanted another play on the Whispering Domes.
Hey, Rach,
What?
is it pint time yet?
No, it's not pint time, even through a whispering dish.
But first, exit through the gift shop. Come on. On the way to the gift shop is this cool model of the solar system. You're going to be winding that for a fair while, Rach. Did you know it takes Jupiter 12 years to orbit the sun? Oh my word, I think we're now educated. A quick mosey through a dangly light tunnel. Hiya! And it's onto the gift shop. There are lots of classy things to buy, but like the rest of the kids in 4B, Will's honed in on this. Child. I was quite intrigued by the floating spinning balls, but the day was drawing to a close and we had to get the child, aka Will's, home. Pint, anyone?
Sorry, it's a cup of tea. I've got to go to work.
I haven't.
Anyway, Jodrell Bank, what did you think?
I thought it was really good. We said I'd never been before, but I think the thing I found most fascinating was the telescope itself, because it's such old technology, sort of 1940s, 1950s technology, and it still works. Fascinating. Brilliant.
Yeah. Do you know what? I think I have been before. I think I went on a school trip back in the day. I remember nothing. I think it was in junior school. All I remember is a big dish thing. And talking about dishes, if anyone wants to know what to get Wills for Christmas, a pair of parabolic dishes. Never seen anyone have so much fun with those.
So I can burp at you from one side of the house to the other. But seriously, I would actually like a parabolic dish for field recording. You get like a dish, microphone, bunch of the birds and things, record nature, but it's dead expensive, so...
Santa won't be getting you that then.
Probably not.
I really enjoyed the dome show. I thought that was really fun. That the girl, she literally spoke for 40 minutes. God, she knew a lot.
She did.
And my other favourite thing was the photo display. The astronomy photo of the year was, those pictures were amazing.
They were fab,
absolutely amazing.
Yeah. And also, we'd also like to say, if we normally comment on your videos, sorry, we've been dead busy the last few weeks. We will catch up. We're gonna have a binge fest.
We are having a binge fest this week. It's been a horrendous week for work, but we're through. We did it.
Through the first bit.
Yeah, and Wills is dead excited about our next forthcoming videos
because they're all a bit Christmassy.
Starting next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't filmed that one yet, but we're dead excited. We've actually got a day off on Sunday.
And we've got a couple of trips planned.
We have, so watch
exciting.
this space. And some of them involve going in an aeroplane.
An aeroplane.
Yeah, we can't wait. So, if you like this video, if you'd give us a thumbs up.
Hit the like, subscribe and all that. That'd be
drop
really
us a
nice.
Comment,
really nice.
And we hope to see you on our next videos where it's all a little bit more Christmassy. So let's say, cheers to the good times.
What's ET short for?
I've no idea. What is ET short for?
Because he's got little legs.
Ah!